Hey everyone, Kimo Quance here with the Kimo Quance Group, and today we're going to be talking about how to avoid foreclosure right now. And I'm sure some people are not worried about this right now because the good thing is what's going on with forbearances ever since the pandemic. As you've seen, they've been going down every single month. Right now we're only like at 3.26% of mortgages are in forbearance currently. So that's great news. But that's not great news for necessarily everybody. There's still a lot of Americans who are in forbearance right now, and I want to talk to you guys. If you're behind on your payments, there may be something you're having to think about or potentially have to go through, which is called foreclosure, which is basically after a certain amount of missed payments, the bank is basically going to take ownership of the house to try to recoup their money for the mortgage that you owe them on it. And so I want to talk about ways to get around that, okay? So the initial kind of ways is basically reinstatement, which is bringing your mortgage current with some sort of lump sum. A second way is going to be deed in lieu of foreclosure, basically giving them the deed of the house so they don't foreclose on you. There's short sale as a way to get caught up and get out from the house, which is basically selling the property to a buyer for less than what you owe the bank and negotiating with the bank to allow them to be able to take the property for less than what you owe. And then lastly, which would be a loan modification, which is negotiating a different sort of payment plan with the lender. So those are some options, but who wants to do some of those? Because A, they're all gonna pretty much affect your credit, or you're gonna lose your house, that kind of thing. So it's not really necessarily a good place to be in. But I wanna talk to you today about what's been going on with your equity in your house. So equity is basically between what you owe and what your house is worth, okay? You have equity in there, and most people have a lot more equity than they think they have with everything that's been going on. In the last decade, equity has doubled for homeowners in the last decade, but it's even higher than that for people in San Diego. Just over the last year, home values have gone up about 25% here in San Diego. So a $400,000 house, basically worth $500,000. A $400,000 house a year ago was basically worth $500,000 now. That's a lot of money. That was just over the last year. So the best thing to do is for these options is really to talk to an expert, to reach out to our team, the Kimo Quance Group, and any agents on our team to be able to go over our options and those options with you to be able to get you into a better position instead of facing foreclosure, because that's going to be the worst on your credit as well. So in these times and everything that's been going on, inventory is extremely low, and most likely you probably have equity and more than you think, and we can probably get your property sold and get you out of that situation to be able to start fresh. So in closing, if you are facing this potential of foreclosure, you're in loan modification, want to get some answers, don't bury your head in the sand. Talk to an expert, reach out to us. We can give you all types of options to be able to get you out of that situation and help out in any way we can. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. My name's Kimo Quance with the Kimo Quance Group. Thank you so much.